What's up? So, I'm sitting here, or riding here in my truck, thinking about Christmas. And, you know, I think about my parents and how I wish I could spend more time with them. I think about my wife, my kids, and how there's so much more that I would love to teach my children, and there's so many other things I'd like to do just as a dad, as a husband, as a friend. All my friends, I would love to see them, hang out with them. I wish I had more time for that. And then after thinking about all that, I have to realize that honestly, I don't think I'd change anything. If I could go back, I don't regret anything. I love my parents with all my heart. And if I had 1,000,000 years, I would spend the majority of them with them, because they're just the most awesome people I've ever known. But I have to remember, as an adult, I have constructed or built this life. This is my making now. My wife and kids, if I were insanely wealthy, my kids would not know work ethic. They wouldn't know strength. They would not know what it means to have faith in yourself, to pray to God whenever you do everything that you can. Somehow God does the things that you can't. He always has for me. If I were to have more time with my little girl, I'm afraid that I might become too mushy. Like, God's honest truth. I know why grandparents aren't parents. They become lesser versions of what they were when they were parents. And that means they make it too easy on the kids. So you don't need the grandparents raising the kids. That's why they always end up in jail. Not always, but a lot of times. So I don't want to. I really wouldn't change the struggle. The struggle is what makes us strong. It's the struggle that truly develops you. Now, do I wish, for instance, that... No, can't even say that. I don't have any regrets at all. All the times that I did all the dumb shit, somehow I lived through it. Now, granted, I know I would not live through those things twice. So, with that in mind, I would definitely not do what I did, because there ain't no making it through that twice. Like, I wasn't supposed to make it through the first time. We ain't gonna play the game no more. So, if I had it all to do again, I'd go, oh, that day, no, we're staying home under the covers. We ain't, no, sir. But it takes a lot to develop a man. It takes a lot to build you into something that can stare at the world with the knowledge that one day I am going to be removed from the face of this planet physically, and to keep going To know that everything that you have and everything that you are is going to be wiped out of the history books forever, and still continue to pursue what is right and just and good and honorable and healthy. It takes a hell of a resolve to know the things that you're capable of knowing today, and to have a contradiction to every fact, and every truth have 3 versions or more, and to still decide that these are the steps I'm going to take, and sticking to your core beliefs even when challenged. That is your faith, your family, which is those who choose you, and your freedom, and your last name. There's 4, I guess. Faith in God that when this is over, we get promoted, because I could not take another step. I'd be paralyzed in fear if I thought that this was the end. You know what I mean? And then family, those who choose you and not anyone else, not blood necessarily, but those who choose you, your last name, those people that are close to you, that accept you. And I'm not talking about the one who got the last name that disowns you. We don't mess with it. But those who choose to be part of your clique, your faith, your family, your freedom. And freedom, for man to be happy, he must be free. For man to deserve freedom, he must be disciplined. For without discipline, freedom kills. But without freedom, there is no happiness. So you have the right to pursue, or you have the right to life, liberty, and your pursuit of happiness, which means you must be disciplined in your freedoms, right? So that you can remain happy. If you are to be free, you are to be disciplined, which is why the police will take you to jail. You know what I mean? So, to understand those things and to keep those solid, it takes a lot of twists, a lot of turns, and a lot of heat to forge you into what you are. You know, to have that shining city on the hill, that example of a man without fear. Have that example of a king who truly becomes servant to all, even unto death. He gives his life for his people, which is a good king. To have that example as a man who could be born, do it all right, every bit of it, and then as those who could not get it right, who screwed it all up, scream at him that he did wrong, and as they nail him to his death, he says, "Dad, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. They don't get it yet, but forgive them. They're just stupid." And with no malice, no anger. Just, man, I wish y'all understood. I wish y'all could get it. To have that type of self-control even in the face of those who hate you and are killing you. but to also understand that death is not a very big deal when eternity is on the other side, and it's the only way you get to see your Father. That makes it worth it. Promotion is waiting, my friends. So don't be troubled. He comes back. Anyway, Merry Christmas. And may Jesus stay the cause of every Christmas we ever celebrate. And may we live in peace all the years of our life, or may we have war very short and decisively, so we can have peace again. For remember that the only reason that it's ever justified to discipline another is for their benefit. There is never a just discipline unless it's to benefit the one being disciplined. Anything else is cruelty. Let that sink in for a minute. Anyway, I love y'all, and I just wanted to throw that out there. Newsarms.com